So the exercise we're looking at now is looking at strengthening the rotator cuff muscles involved with shoulder tendonitis treatments. So the rotator cuff are the muscles that are used to basically move your shoulder in all different directions. So the two we're going to focus on right now is going to be their internal and external rotation. So the external rotation is going to be the first one. So in position is you're going to be lying on your bed or on the ground, and you're going to be on your side. You're going to support yourself with your elbow. Knees are going to be bent, legs are going to be stacked on top of each other. So the weight, we're using a 5-pound weight, is going to be in your hand with your wrist facing down. Elbow's going to be tucked close to your side, it's going to be stuck to your hip. Now the form of the exercise is bring it up through the range of motion and then back down. Up and back down. So the idea is we're working the external rotation movement using gravity and also the weights as the resistance. It's a nice smooth form. 2 seconds up, 2 seconds back down. And you're going to do that for a full set. When we move into the internal rotation, we're going to be lying on our back. And in lying on our back, the weight comes into our hand. Feet are going to be bent to support ourselves. Starting position is going to be palm facing up with the weight in your hand. Again, the elbow is going to be tight. And now what we're doing is we're bringing it up and back down. And up and back down. And that's going to work internal rotation. Again, using the weight and gravity as resistance. And also looking at strengthening over the course of a set of 10 repetitions. So in running your client through the exercise, again, you want to make sure that they've got the proper form. So lying on the side, elbows is using to support, legs are stacked on top of each other, knees are bent. He's got the weight in his hand, palm is facing down, elbow is stuck towards to his hip, and now, as he does the exercise, he's going to bring it up for 2, and back down for 2. Up for 2, and back down. So that's the rate you want to go through, focusing on the external rotation movement. You want to go through a full set of 10 repetitions, making sure that your client is able to manage the weight and do the exercise comfortably. You want to make sure that they're breathing as they're doing the exercise. How's that feel? So 2 more. Make that full set of 10. Good. That's a good exercise. Good. So just coming onto your back, we'll go to the internal. So the external rotation one, we're looking at doing 3 sets, 10 repetitions with a 30-second break in between. We're going to doing that every other day. So as we come into the internal rotation, come onto our back now. Weight comes into the hand. So palm is going to be facing up and out. Elbow as tight as can be to the body. And now we bring the weight up and back down. So the same rate, looking for that 2 count up, 2 count back down. Want to make sure the client's comfortable, make sure that they're breathing. How's that feeling? So again, you want to run them through a full set of 10. Make sure that they can do the exercise and make sure that they're comfortable. 3 more. Again, working those internal rotation muscles, looking to strengthen them up. 1 more. Strengthening them up to maintain that shoulder stability in regards to tendonitis. So next exercise we're looking at with regards to shoulder tendonitis and strengthening the rotator cuff is going to be shoulder abduction or shoulder abduction. For this, you're going to use a TheraBand, and you're going to secure it underneath the foot of the side of the muscles that you're going to want to work. So right now we're working on the right side. So it's going to be secured underneath my right foot. The TheraBand is going to come into my hand on the right side. So knees are going to be slightly bent, nice comfortable stance, shoulder width apart. And now the exercise is bringing it up to 90 degrees and back down. It's up to 90 degrees and back down. And what you want to do is you want to make sure again that you're breathing You're engaging that abduction as you come up, for a count of 2, and down for a count of 2. Up for a count of 2, and down for a count of 2. We're focusing on those shoulder abduction muscles. You're getting your client to go through the exercise. Yeah, so we got the TheraBand secured underneath the right foot. We got the feet shoulder width apart with a slight bend in the knees, nice comfortable stance. TheraBand's in the right hand secured. And now we're going to bring the arm up into abduction to 90 degrees and then back down. It's a nice smooth contraction. Up for 2, back down for 2. I want to make sure that we're breathing as we go through it. How's that feel so far? Good. One of the things with the TheraBand, which is good, is that you can always increase the intensity by shortening up the TheraBand or switching to a higher intensity band. So it's a very versatile apparatus to use when you're doing the exercises. So we just got 2 more in our set. We want to do 3 sets of 10 repetitions, once a day, every other day. And that's good.